with this one.
Hey, what's up? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Akol experience. I'm here with Dave Beats, doing it differently this time. One take, not fucking up the intro. Akol experience. It's gonna be lit. It's a new edition. Look at Dave's ankles and knees and whatever the fuck. That bloopers.
Nah, but actually, you could have done it. I'm good because I know I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm straight.
Because I knew it was going to come to my feet too. So I actually wanted to say knees and shit. But
nah, my knees are good.
I can see folks is lotion, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's at a point where you guys now, congratulations with everything that's happening with the Beat Sampras, bro. Like, I know we'll get to Dave, the individual, in a bit, but I just had to start with that. Cruise is sounding smooth as hell. I had the privilege of you playing me a lot of the tracks. I probably heard 80% of it before it was out. It's always nice to say those things. Like, it sound extra special.
I actually remember that.
All the other losers hear it once it comes out. I had special listening, and it's so smooth, bro. And like I can see, man, the lotion, bro. Like, the money's good now. Gigs are just flooding in, and
I mean, you don't need money to love yourself. It's okay.
It's not, you know what I mean. But how's that all? Because you know the work you've put in, and it's been a lot of hard work, weeks, months, years, really in the making, so to say. And where are you at mentally now with how you feel about that, the creativity, the process, everything that's happening? How do you feel about music right now?
I love it more than ever.
Yeah,
if I'm honest. Like, I'm enjoying the challenge.
Okay.
Like, I guess going into it, I was in varsity.
Yeah.
You just make beats. You don't think that there's an industry that like exists around it.
Yeah.
But like I've sort of embraced the challenge of that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because like for some reason, people think like commercialization and like swag and taste can't go together. But when I don't understand why, especially when you're trying to like eat off what you're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just love it.
And the attention, like I saw you were playing on Snap, it wasn't Snapchat, it was Instagram probably, and you guys had a snap of a live radio interview, one of the biggest stations in the country, and you just there listening to your music being played on one of the biggest shows in prime time.
Yeah.
What's that feeling like?
That was the first for me. I mean, it was interesting because we don't have, it's not like we have a record label or it's not like anybody is co-signing us. So it's definitely a good feeling. And I guess it's motivation to keep trying.
Right.
Yeah, like it's definitely a step in the right direction, I think.
Dope, man. And I think now we can probably start getting to Dave. You spell it with a double V, bro. I'm just kidding. I think let's get that out the way. Is it like a music creativity thing?
It really doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
Like, I had to, obviously, like, Beat Sampras started with just me.
Yeah.
And then Dylan came on board, then it became a band.
Okay.
And then, like, it was just this weird thing where I was getting booked to DJ, but, like, but Dylan wasn't there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you put Beat Sampras on the poster or, like,
Or do you just put...
You know what I mean? So like I just needed something new, and I guess I couldn't think of another name, so I just took my name and then just added another V to add.
Yeah, bro.
For no reason.
Yeah, and like just with like production, like there's many things. I mean, we playing football right now, PlayStation, FIFA. You okay? So 1-1, there's a chance. But like where did music? Where did the musical, like the choice for that, as opposed to being maybe a soccer player or like whatever else you could have done with your life? Why did you go that particular route?
Well, music.
Yeah. Like where did that begin? Like I mean, if you can take
it just happened by itself.
Okay.
Obviously, like every boy.
Woman background.
Nah, like every boy growing up, like you watch like your heroes on TV and you really want to be a pro football player. Obviously, it wasn't going to happen because I wasn't in the right environment.
Here come the excuses.
Nah, I'm telling you, if I had academy and stuff like that, and I was taught how to play footy, I think I have the mindset to like learn how to like.
Yeah, and then you're in a time and place now where you're applying it, and is it safe to say your forte is R&B?
Nah. Like, I like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, R&B is what I really, I just like it a lot. But like, I also like dancehall and like Afrobeat.
Bruh, you know what I've always personally wondered is I like a lot of different music as well. But, you know, hip-hop, I can tell you, like, okay, hip-hop is always going to be ranked number one, and then everything else will be number two. When it comes to R&B, like, I can give you motivations for why I love hip-hop and why I gravitate to that still more than any other genre today. But R&B, I've always wondered is it the idea of love? Is it the sound of R&B? Or is there something you went through personally that you like, man,
It's the sounds, man. It's the sonics, I think.
Yeah.
And it's also just, I think, it's timeless. Like,
Okay.
because R&B, like in my opinion, especially like the modern, like R&B is the best of everything. Because if you take hip hop for example, like a lot of the times, arguably like what makes hip hop or the best part about it is the drums.
Okay.
So it's like taking hip hop drums and then like giving it a different sort of like swing.
I feel you.
And then putting chords and like actual music behind it. So it's like this hybrid of like hip hop and like actual like musicality of soul. Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some hip hop cat who'll be very upset with you and say there's no musicality in soul and hip hop.
There is. No, there is. But obviously,
I'm just trolling.
Obviously with R&B, it's R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it came from gospel music, which is pretty tight. So I think the thing that's always drawn me to music is chords. Like I remember, like when you used to listen to like Soul Candy and house songs back in the day.
Yeah.
Then they'll have the long intro with the drums, and then there'll be that part in the middle where there's like just the chords. And I look forward to that feeling.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, can we expect you, or even maybe beat Sampras, or maybe just Dave, whichever way it works best, to dabble in some of that,
What in
house like elements.
I ain't even lie. I'm not trying to make house music. I appreciate the good like house music, but for the most part I'm cool.
Yeah.
But you also you never know.
Yeah.
But right now I really don't see it happening. But there's enough house music in South Africa.
No, that's true. That's also not a lie. I mean, there's so much going on in that realm. But I just want to just because I still had that R&B in my mind for a bit, and I just wanted to ask you just off of that, where do you think, because you have all these in genres in SA at the time, for example you have gospel and usually any music in Afrikaans seems to be doing well. Those two do well generally. And then sometimes it's a bit of a hip-hop moment, sometimes it's a house moment, sometimes it seems like Afro-pop and soul is doing really well. And how do you feel about, a lot of the music coming out of SA, especially that's not the in music? So even just if we were to talk about R&B in SA right now, how do you feel it's coming across? You think it's growing? You think it's dying down a bit? What are your thoughts around that whole sphere?
The South African music industry is young, if you think about it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's if you think of the top in the music industry, there's only 5 people that are killing it that you recognize.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the R&B space, I don't know, not in a bad way, but I don't know if you can point to someone that's that R&B guy, who, you know what I mean? If you think about who in South Africa is synonymous for because you can argue that AKA Casper and Nasty C run hip hop.
Okay.
And then you have DJ Tira, Heavy K, you have the house guys, they running house.
Dave, bro, generally, how many years would you say you've been in it? This is what I want to do with my life.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I've always liked it.
Okay.
I've always liked it, and then it just like, not by I always said it got serious by mistake. In a way, it feels like that because I was just putting music out, and then I got one booking, then another. It's like nothing really high profile, but like it just sort of snowballed into something.
Yeah. And that being said, the reason why I asked that is like every year you'll notice like, you know, the more you're in it, the more you progress. Bigger things happen, worse, like bad things happen at the same time, but some good things really happen at the same time. Yeah. And what would you say are some of the events and elements that really, you know, like they really caught your attention? It was like a moment in your life, so to say. Like, I mean, the journey is obviously still very much, you know, in motion, but like so far, what would you say you've seen or experienced that is like, man, that was super dope, or that was super fucked up? Like what?
Well, for me, it's the small wins, bro.
Okay.
So it's like, before we even like put it online, having a music video. Yeah. I never had a music video before. You know, so that was pretty sick. And just like, you know, registering Beat Sampras as a business and having a bank account and like, just feeling like I'm really going for this thing, like properly, and like just feeling like there's a good chance that like it's gonna work,
and also like in going for it though, like how's that been like, because you know when there's no record label and so on and so forth, like you literally just figuring everything out yourself. Would you, how difficult or not so difficult would you say that's been? Like just basically trying to figure every single element out. I mean, not forgetting that we in Cape Town, whereby the industry is probably the youngest of the three main cities, at least particularly in like the spheres in which we trying to.
Hey man, it has. It's been difficult, but it's been rewarding.
Yeah.
Because as human beings, we all do that thing where we naturally compare yourself to people. So you literally watch all your peers getting like this endorsement and this endorsement, and like you feel overlooked. And then the cool thing about that is that you stop being entitled and stuff like that, and you get content with your circumstances. So we don't have a record label behind us. We don't have like all the endorsement deals, but like we do have a product, and we do have like what looks like it's going to turn into a sustainable sort of business. And like more than that, I guess we have like, I have the joy of making music. Like making music feels good.
Yeah.
Like even before you pay for people, there's a feeling you get when you make something and you really like it.
Yeah.
Like there's like nothing will ever like touch that. And also like the thing is, there's a time when like you're new. So when you're new, it's like this thing where it's like people trust you, but they don't have to pay you that much. So like you get a lot of bookings.
That's
you know?
Yeah.
And then what happens is like you draw a sense of validation from these bookings.
True.
And then they dry up. And then that causes you to question yourself.
Like what the hell?
But then like the dope thing about that, like the other side of that is like getting to the core of why you actually do it.
True.
So when you're not getting booked, like it just boils down to the fact that like I love this thing, man.
True.
It's what I like to do for the rest of my life.
Dope stuff, man. And then just to take it in a direction, just to end off in a more easier, more chilled kind of element. I mean, I don't know how chilled it is given that I'm looking at the scoreboard. I know you highly love soccer.
Yeah.
Away from the music, just slightly off the music. Why support Arsenal, bro? I mean, it looks like a lot of heart pain. I hate Arsenal is one of those teams, like, I mean, Liverpool used to be with you guys, but now it seems it's just y'all, whereby, like, in terms of really big titles, Arsenal comes so close a lot of the times, or even if it's not close, it looks like it's progressively doing well. The football you're playing is beginning to look like the best in the world, and then you just find out that
it's like Jenga. And we're just building, and then.
Would you say in another lifetime this would be the second thing that you would do with your life? Like if you had a chance to, would you be a soccer player in another lifetime?
Would I? If under the right, like if I was like good enough and like in the right sort of. Of course, bro. I definitely, man. If I had like the ability, why not? Like, it looks like a good life. It looks like a hard life, but it also looks like a good life.
Hey, man, it is. It would be what it be. But you'd probably be like a 6.6 star rated player.
Out of 5.
I mean, I don't know. 80 or some shit.
No, but to be fair, like, music is for me because
it is.
Because it seems like you can be as successful, but still have the same like level of like flexibility. You know what actually happened like with the footy, bro?
Just don't take no pictures of Drake.
Like let me tell you what happened with footy. So I studied at UWC, right?
Yeah.
And like I tried out for the soccer team, like, and I made it like I was between like the first and the second team. And this is like early in the year in Cape Town when it's hot.
Yeah,
right.
It's hot now. I mean, it'd be windy, but
you know what I mean.
It's all over the shop.
So like one day, like I was running laps and I was just like I was pushing, like I was doing the right thing. I was pushing myself, and I was like tired, bro, and uncomfortable. Then it just occurred to me, like, why am I doing this? Who is this coach I'm trying to impress?
Okay.
Like it just felt like a job I'm not being paid for. So I was just like, you know what? And that's the other thing. Like like when you play footy and stuff like that, your Saturdays are gone.
True.
So it just became a time thing. So like either I can come here and train and get good at this thing, where it probably won't take me anywhere, or I can play for fun and like work on music and actually like potentially build a career.
Okay.
So I left serious soccer and I only play 5s, and then I just focused on music. Yeah.
Let the music take over.
But yeah, it didn't feel worth it, man. Like, just I wish you knew the pain of running.
I'm not.
You know when you're running and your mouth is dry.
Played cricket. I was an athlete. I played hockey too.
But like, and that's the other thing. It's not like I can't play 5-a-side.
Yeah. And
I don't need a coach for that. You just rock up. You pay your $50. You have your game and you go home. You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
But Dave, thanks a lot for allowing us into the space, man. These couches are really soft. I'm tempted to like do the next few interviews over here. Just be like, yo, Dave, bro, can I just use your spot? You got like soft couches, like I'm gonna pull 3. Keep it. Well, thanks a lot once more, G.
No problem.
Dave Beats, we're gonna get Beat Sampras, both of y'all on here, and then we can really talk about like the actual, get into the nitty gritty of that. But for now, we just needed to give the audience a sense of who you are. Just aside your mindset, your mind space, like within as an individual, perceiving and looking out at music and the music world and that's going on. But yeah, it's been real. Catch the next episode. Don't want to miss it. Akol Experience. Peace. Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Thanks, my G.